After the time of the explosion, there were at first the three gods, Boric, Mystere, and Festus. They were alone, separated from the physical matter they created. So in their boredom, they started creating other creatures. Some are very weak, like a withered dead tree. Others are as powerful as the gods themselves. But they are all ethereal, separated from the physical. And all the gods could do is look down, wanting to touch the physical. The jealousy, in a way, worked up in them, which caused them to think that they needed children. And the children would be physical. And from those children, they'd be able to help shape and form the universe to make sure that this time reality could not fail. First, from Mystere came the dragons. She took her breath, blew it into her hand, forming hundreds of eggs. She took and spread them across some land that existed. Then, after time, one of the eggs slowly cracked, and Farnak was born. He is the grandfather of the dragons. The dragons are the children of Mystere, the only race to be born of one god. They are mighty. They are born of language. Their language, to some, appears to be magic, but it's not. It just takes the universe and filters it in a new way. Over time, Festus and Mystere gave birth to more children. They are the giants. The giants are a tall, magnificent race. Their names we really don't know. It's unimportant. They're builders. They're always out building. They first construct giant silvery ships that can float through sea and at time, space. They have a desire to move around and form things, create it with their hands. They started to take bits and pieces of land and water, and they created the planets in the universe. Then, together with the dragons, they went forth and started to slowly expand and make the universe more powerful. They would give prayers to the gods, and their deeds acted as rituals. And the gods' power grew, but not fast enough. They still couldn't become physical and touch the new earth, see the new seas, feel the sand in their hands. Then, slowly, over time, a third race appeared. The dragons would call them the Prima. They were special beings, where the dragons were of magic and the giants built great things with tools. The Prima seemed to be able to use language and tools. They could create wondrous things and appear to be as immortal as the two other old races. And for a time, the three races worked together in unison, never questioning, never changing. They would go off, spread the universe, and slowly, over time, the gods themselves came down. However, there was a difference between the Prima and the other two old races. The Prima started to change. They started to question, and it was from these questions that the whole universe would change.